Hi, I'm Jeroen Dieks. I'm the founder, Chief Product Officer and Chief Technology Officer of LAMA.
Hi, I'm Xavier Blanchet and I am the technical sales engineer.
Xavier will demonstrate our software now.
Yes, I will show you a cloud workflow setup with our software LAMA Mix and LAMA Connect. Here you can see LAMA Connect open. This is a patch bay and protocol converter working on a system of nodes. So as you can see here, you have the Reaper node. It's the output from the DAW Reaper, which is sending us 8 audio that I patch directly into the LAMA NDI sender, which is going to send an NDI stream to the cloud. I also send the MIDI information from the V1M icon controller that I have here that we're going to use as a remote mixer. I send that via an NDI stream that I call, as you can see here, to the cloud. I have already an instance boot and with LAMA Mix and LAMA Connect already open. And it's already running and already connected. But first, you wanted to speak about the clock in LAMA Connect, Jeroen, right?
Yes. So one of the problems of audio in the cloud is, of course, that all the cloud servers, or all the servers in general, don't have a sound card. So we overcame this problem by basically creating a virtual device in Connect. And the virtual device will generate a clock signal, and Connect itself will actually act as a sound card.
So yes, as you can see here, I have my receiver where I'm getting my my NDA stream from the ground here in the cloud. It's connected to Mix, and I have also the MIDI information that's going into a loop that's going into Mix. But Jeroen, you wanted to speak about the MIDI into.
Yeah, so one of the things what we are doing is actually getting MIDI data from anywhere, from the sender, and we are converting the MIDI data into metadata. So using this methodology, you can actually send MIDI anywhere on an NDI network. And on top of that, we are also putting up to 256 audio channels in one NDI stream.
Great. And as you can see already in the base configuration, we have 2 NDI receiver if you need more. But now we're going to LAMA Mix. So this is our other software. It is a broadcast software mixer where you can do and mix all your signal coming from ground or directly from cloud. You can mix that everything here. But Jeroen, you were speaking of clock earlier, so maybe you want to speak about the clock in LAMA Mix?
Yeah, so we've already explained that LAMA Connect is, of course, functioning as a virtual sound card, but how do other softwares actually connect to Connect? And so to do this, we created a virtual ASIO driver, or ASIO driver, and the ASIO driver will actually receive the buffers from Connect and send it to the software connected to it, and the other way around. And so in this way, all the software thinks it's connected to a sound card, but in reality, it's actually connected to Connect.
Great. So as you can see, we are connected to Mix. So if I move a fader onto the mixer to open the fader, you can see that the MIDI information of me doing that on the ground remote controller is getting to LAMA Mix, which is into the cloud. You can also see that I have a sound getting from the ground, from Reaper on the ground, into my LAMA Mix. So this is at least going from ground to cloud. Now we need to send it back to the ground. So for that, I take the output from LAMA Mix, which is my mix, which is 1 and 2, and send it back to a LAMA NDI center. I do that also for the MIDI information coming from Mix into this LAMA NDI center. We call it out cloud because it's going to come from the cloud and going back to the ground. So if we go back to the ground to connect on the ground, we can see here on this LAMA NDI receiver that we select out cloud, so the NDI stream that we create into the cloud to go back to the ground. If I reduce the buffer size to 0 and I open the sound, you can hear that the sound is not good. But if we do it auto configuration, you can hear that the sound is getting better directly. But you wanted to speak about this configuration, right?
Yeah, so one of the problems with the original NDI VST plugins was that they often lost their sync. So you would have the NDI VST plugin running, and then after an hour or so, it would actually be out of sync with the images that you also had. And to solve this, we created our own buffering mechanism. And our buffering mechanism works more like a sound card. So it just has a fixed buffer, and then it will always stay at that buffer length. And when you press auto config, it will search for the first buffer in 20 seconds where it doesn't produce any underruns.
Okay, great. So with that, you can see that we did succeed to have a bidirectional audio link. So from ground to cloud, then cloud to ground, back with the audio, but also with the MIDI that's going from ground to cloud and cloud to ground, and everything is speaking together on those two places. So you can see with that we can have a configuration where everyone can work from everywhere in the world because everything is into the cloud.
Yeah, and so this is all based on NDI, but we are also working on a node for Ravenna, and we are planning to also support IMPX in that Ravenna node in the future. So, this is our demo. We hope you like it, and we hope to engage with you guys soon. Thanks.
Thank you.